So you felt like I was annoyed when I said that?
Just, I feel like every time you text me, you're annoyed. Maybe every time you text me, I get annoyed. Texting to me is like, when is this
Welcome
gonna
back
end?
to the Work Pals podcast.
I'm Noelle.
I'm Aaron.
This is Yogi.
This is Yogi. And we are almost been posting for a year.
I think we've been posting for over a year.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. Because we started in February of last year.
And do you know how I know? Because I remember our episode where...
We brought up that I missed her birthday.
Yes.
I was just looking at that clip because it's pinned on our TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, and now your birthday is March 22nd.
Yes.
So, homie.
That's a real friend.
Appreciate you. Run us through like a Noelle ideal birthday. Like, what is your...
I would sleep in and then either have like some kind of beach day or boat day with my friends. Obviously, it has to be nice weather out. And then go home, probably nap a little bit, take a good shower, and then that night probably go out to like a nice restaurant, dress up, look cute. Even like with my family, maybe. Like, yeah.
Nice.
Pretty simple.
That's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nothing crazy. We're doing a boat day on my birthday. But then after, I'm like, we could just go home and lay down for the rest of the day. I don't care.
Yeah. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So it's my birth month.
It's her birth month. A lot of birthdays this month.
Did you get me a gift?
Yeah, I'm going to get you something.
No, for my birth month.
Your birth? What do you mean? Like, so not just on that day, you get a gift every, like, what? Every
hour.
Every hour of that month is crazy.
I just feel like that's what's fair.
Well, I got a 5-figure gift that'll sure to leave you remembering. The gift that keeps on giving. A cold, hard, equal rights, equal fights fist.
Oh my God.
To the dome.
It's not clicking to you.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business.
Guess the exact date of when we posted our first video.
March 30th.
This says May 5th. Is that true?
Nah, couldn't have been. April, May.
Yeah, May.
Oh, so we posted in May our first.
Yeah.
Wow, beginning of May we started posting, but
Dang.
we recorded. So it May.
That's how long it took us to come out with an episode because my birthday was in March and we didn't even release the episode till May.
So we were like 2 episodes ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. We were never ahead.
No, we had 2 in the hole. But we were deciding when we were going to launch them and drop it, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, we should have 10 ready to go. And we had 2. So how was your week?
My week was good. I have one more thing to say. I almost forgot.
Okay.
What the heck was I going to say?
May, March, my birthday.
It's gone. It's in the wind. Yeah, my week was good. I got a lot done. I told you I did my taxes. Part of my taxes came back. I'm waiting for the other half to come back.
How much did you get?
I'm not going to say that on the camera. I actually owed.
Oh, really? No, you didn't.
Nah. I got it. It's okay. Okay, taxes this year. Did you do yours yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we should pay taxes?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you not see that lady that just got fired? From the secretary of whatever something? I don't know. I don't know that kind of stuff. All I know is that she made an ad and she used 220 million tax dollars. So no, I don't think we should pay taxes.
Yeah, I don't think we should pay taxes.
Because that immediately pissed me off because I'm like, I've contributed to this. Why?
Yeah. And it's like...
Also, $220 million, you could fix this homeless epidemic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's funny, you're so much more empathetic than me because you're like, man, those taxes could go towards fixing like the homeless epidemic. And I'm like, I was driving up Park Ave and hit a pothole the size of a 4-year-old. Bro, almost took my whole car off. They better fix those potholes first. Homeless second. Potholes first. Yeah. Huh. So yeah, taxes shouldn't be paid. I feel that.
Well, now the IRS is flagging us, so we'll make sure to pay our taxes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how was your week? What'd you do?
My week was good.
Girls trip? You want?
I had a girls trip. I went to Scottsdale, Arizona last weekend for a bachelorette.
Okay.
Came back late Sunday, had Monday off, thankfully. And then just worked the rest of the week. I finished that class I was doing on Thursdays. That was like work from home.
Yeah. You like that, though.
I loved it. I'm sad it's over. It's going to be so hard to wake up early for 4 days again.
Mm-hmm. That was your vibe. You liked that.
Yeah, I really liked that. That was nice. And that's really it. Not much.
Yeah, not much.
I did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I did like have a realization yesterday, and I know we've talked about road rage before, but I found something that like truly triggers me, like a specific thing.
What is it?
So when there is either a lane for turning or like that center median where you can like pull in to turn if you're going right or like either direction, you know, like it's wide, it's a whole lane. When people don't utilize that. Like you're turning left, why are you slowing traffic down when there's a whole middle lane for you to be waiting in to turn?
Yes.
That or like when if there's a left lane and I'm going straight, people just take their time moving over to the left lane. They're like, I'll probably go 5 miles an hour going over here. It's like, I'm still trying to hit this green light over here, lady.
Yeah. It's enraging.
It is. And honestly, it probably depends on the day because sometimes I just like don't care.
Yeah.
You know, you ever like driving and you're just like,
yeah.
do.
Yeah. Something about people making left turns. A lot of people just seem to be bad at making left turns.
Yeah.
Right turns are easy. There's just never a problem. They're always smooth. Except if you're turning too slow to go right. And like we're sharing a lane and you need to go right. And I'm behind you just like waiting like, go, bro. There's no one like.
Get real close to hitting you when you're turning right. And if you go slow,
like,
you better gun it because I might hit your corner.
Like, what are you waiting for? Okay. But left turns, people seem to struggle with left turns on like how far they should pull up when they're waiting to make a left turn, when they're going to make a left turn, if they can like close the gap when there's a car coming. Like I still remember when I was taking my driver's exam, like the written part, and it was asking like, and it was like saying the important things. And it was like, oh, you need to have good like depth perception and be able to like estimate like how fast a person's coming in if you can shoot the gap. So many people just don't shoot the gap when they're making a left turn. Like a car is so far and I'm behind it and I'm like, bro, you could have went, go. Or like pull up so that even when the light turns, you can make that turn. And it's like, they're just like, and it's like, ah! And then we'll miss 2 lights. And I'm like, oh my, that gets to me. Yeah. Like, but I don't really like rage. It's more like.
Yeah, I don't actually have road rage. It's just like, I recognized that I was annoyed, but I don't like swear or anything, you know, like, but I also, my brain is all over the place. I've been talking to myself so much lately.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm like, I was at the gym today and I was talking to myself and I was like, Noelle, that's enough.
One of my friends who talks to himself, he used to always say, nah. But for real, he would always say, it's okay if you talk to yourself. It's actually like a sign of having a high intellect.
True.
But if you start to answer yourself back, there's a problem, bro. He's saying that there's a problem if you start to answer yourself back. So like talking to yourself, I feel like maybe, let's ask you, me not mansplaining your issues, but like, do you feel like, why do you feel like you do it?
Because I'm comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Really?
Yeah. Girl's crazy. No, like what I mean is like, is it just you sorting out your thoughts, or you're having full blown conversations with yourself?
No, it's more like like at the end of my workout, I finished and I was like, I like sat up and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like just little things like that.
Oh, you just talk. Okay, yeah. That's pretty regular. Yeah.
But there's nobody else there, so it's like, I'm
regular.
talking to myself. Essentially,
when I was coming out the bathroom from using it, and then you jumped out and scared me, I was in the middle of talking to myself to say what I was just about to say to you. So I was like remembering it, because if I'm just alone, sometimes like you're thinking out loud.
Yeah.
You know what? If you happen to be with a therapist, don't say you're talking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That implies like it's a back and forth. Say, I was thinking out loud. I've been thinking out loud a lot lately.
But I think people talk to themselves a lot.
They think out loud a lot, I think. Like, Yeah, definitely.
I don't really like this conversation. I
love
don't
it.
know.
Got to go to the store. Okay, and then I'll go to the thing. That's thinking out loud. Talking to myself is like this. You never do it. No, I don't think that you. But did he really say it to me? You got to do something about that. I'm going to do something about that. I know I'm going to do something about that. That's talking. It's a conversation, right? That's different.
That's alarming.
Thinking out loud is just like you're saying thoughts that normally would be thinking, and you're just saying it out loud.
Okay, but then what if? Okay, here's an example where you're thinking out loud, but then you also answer yourself.
Okay.
If you're like, oh, I got to go to the grocery store later today, and you're like,
ooh, tomatoes.
oh, wait, I was going to go tomorrow morning instead.
You weren't answering. No, that's no. That's you still like finishing a thought.
Oh, okay.
Like talking to yourself would be like, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store tomorrow. We can't. We cannot go to the grocery store tomorrow. Why? Like that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a little much. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. Have you witnessed this before?
Like people thinking out loud versus people talking to themselves.
People talking to themselves.
Yes.
Really?
You have to. Come on. If you really think back to like when you were working in like, not in a cushy cozy.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And you were just like, yeah, there's people like they talk and they answer themselves. And they're having full blown conversations with themselves. Like that's like different than just you're thinking out loud.
You do you.
You know? Like You. Remember the show You?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't he crazy, don't get me wrong. I've seen the show. He crazy. But he wasn't talking to himself. He's thinking out loud. Well, he's thinking in his head.
Yeah.
Like he's just deeply thinking.
Right. He's a sociopath, but he's at least thinking in his own head.
Chill guy. Like let's just be like sociopath. What's the other one? Narcissist.
Here's the thing. I don't know what a sociopath even is, like by definition.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Okay.
Hey Siri, what's a sociopath? Oh my God. It actually just puts your picture up. I'm just kidding.
It says, okay, a sociopath is a person consistently exhibiting antisocial, impulsive, and manipulative behavior.
He's a sociopath.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the difference? Pull up the definition of a narcissist real quick.
Okay, a narcissist is having an excessive or erotic interest in oneself and one's physical appearance. So basically just being so obsessed with yourself, right?
Oh, that's so
not what we use it as to describe nowadays.
I think we're describing a sociopath.
Okay, wait. It says inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive admiration, and a lack of empathy, often appearing charming but masking fragile self-esteem and insecurity, leading to exploitive, arrogant behaviors and difficulty with genuine relationships.
So I think people use... I understand now when people be like, oh, they're like narcissistic and they might have tendencies from another disorder.
I think the telltale sign of a narcissist, for me at least, is that they lack empathy. Like, truly, you can tell when somebody just like does not feel bad about a single thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
Gotcha. Versus like a sociopath. In that description, they may be manipulated, but they still feel like empathy.
Is this wrong that I feel smart enough that nobody could manipulate me because I already am onto you?
You know what? This is what I've learned is I feel you because I be feeling the same way. I'm like, I never fall for the scam because I'm just too street smart. But then we look at our past
relationships and we're like, wait a minute.
I'm too street smart. Catch me outside. But the second that's why like people who are, all you have to meet is your match. Someone who's just as smart as you are, but trying to manipulate you. And they will. I don't think I told this story because I was too embarrassed to tell it for like maybe the past like, I don't know, like 5 weeks or something like that. Yeah. And I'm not one to get scammed. I normally know about scams, smell scams.
Unless it's online.
Usually online, it's still rare. Like it's happened to me twice in my whole life. Like those 2 times I got scammed, twice my entire life. Okay, I just don't get really. And I was coming out of the laundromat as one does, and I'm at my car, and I had just changed out a bulb, and so I'm kind of like flustered because I'm like, oh, that was annoying. I was on the ground, like I gotta check my laundry. And a truck pulls up, like a really small, ambiguous person like gets out of the truck, like I couldn't tell if it was a
I get it.
yeah. But like just because the person was so small and they were like really jittery and they're talking really fast. And they had a hat on and they're like, oh yo, I just left for my job. We had an overstock of speakers. Yo,
No.
yes, bro. They're like, oh,
Have you told anybody this story?
Nope. They said, oh, I got an overstock of speakers, and I was like, and it's like my brain was so caught up between like different things that like nothing was like red flagging. So like. They were like, oh, I got, like, they, like, showed me the clipboard or whatever. They're like, oh, would you want to buy one? I was like, nah. I go, I'm good. I go, I'm on a super tight budget. Like, I don't have money to spend on nothing. They're like, what? Like, how, but what's the lowest you would spend on a speaker? I'm like, honestly, bro, I'm not even kidding you. $60. And they're like, nah, not even. Like, I got this one that's, like, normally would go for, like, 500. I'll give it to you for 100. I go, I'm good, bro. And they're like, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you for. Long story short,
You bought a speaker.
I bought a speaker for $60 because I kind of like felt like one, I felt bad. Also, this person was, I will say, like I think what is able to trick me is not like a good trap. Like it's not in the details. If someone's very charismatic, I notice I feed off of the energy, and it's really easy to have me come out of like analytical Aaron into just like, oh wow, that's cool, like supportive in some way. And it's like, so I get in the car, and the second they drive off, then the red flag goes off. Because I just cashed out them $60 for a speaker, and I'm in the laundromat folding my clothes, and then all of a sudden the red flag goes off. I'm like, why did that feel like deja vu? That felt oddly familiar. And I was like, didn't I see a clip online of these people? I was like, wait a second. I started to get really, really heated. I was like, oh my God. They got me. They scammed me. I have a dud. And okay, it's like I was looking at technically, like in terms of the terms, it's technically not considered a scam, nor is it even illegal. It's like if you think you're buying something that's worth, there's another word for it. You think you're buying a pair of shoes that's worth $100, and then when you check them, they're a dupe and they're only worth $5. It's like, yeah, because you still got exactly the product. It gets still work like it's so. It's
well, you didn't do your research then. That's on you.
That's on you. So
wait,
it's like,
so this speaker didn't work at all.
It did, but okay. So
there's probably an AirTag in there.
I get back to the car. And I go, I know I'm going to open up this box, and it's going to be like one of those dud speakers that probably cost like $2 to make. I open it up, trash speaker. Okay. So it wasn't one of my, like, I start to get really, really angry because I just got tricked. I look across the street. I see the white van in the parking lot, and then I see it go that way because they're trying to scam more people. I said, I'm pulling up on them. There's just no, there's just like that. That's how upset I was. I get in my car. And then by the time I'm driving out the parking lot, they're getting on the highway. I get on the highway. Done. I'm upset. Like when I say I'm upset, like, and then I'm like, crap, I can't like call the police because they technically, it's not like a scam. Like, you know,
right.
It's not really like something you can call the cops over. I gotta just run up on them, bro. And like, okay, I never would resort to violence, but I will tell somebody about themselves. It's not like, I'm not scared of the confrontation.
Okay, did you catch up to them?
I caught up to them. So I'm on the highway. They pass one exit. And then I had to rationalize my brain as they pass the second exit and they're going further. They're heading towards Bridgeport. So they're heading towards an area that I know anyway. But I go, how many exits am I willing to follow them? Do they know I'm following them? Like, I'm thinking of all these things, but it does not matter. My car's faster, too. I'm following them. We pass exit. We pass another exit. We pass exit. And then they get off and they go into the gas station. So I pull into the gas station and immediately, like, I roll down my window. They roll down their window. And I don't know what they were like. I think they just thought, oh, they happen to see the same guy at a gas station, but they looked a little bit frightened. And I was like, I go, that was a good trick. You got me this time, huh? And they were like, no. I know the wires look weird, but you have to get a certain connector for it. I'm like, yo, I'm not an idiot. I literally looked it up online. You got me this time, but you better be careful. I'm like, I'm a chill dude. I'm not going, like, I would never resort to violence. I'm just not that type of person. But if I was anybody else, you saw how easily I followed you and I'm right here. And they were, by that time, they're just like, yeah. Because the person looked like they couldn't have been older than 18 or 19. They're really small. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Because I'm like, you're charismatic. I go, you could be posting videos online. You could be doing so much stuff. Why are you doing this? And they were like, we all got bills to pay, bro. I'm so sorry, but like, I'm just trying to make it. And I was like, yeah, but you got to be careful. Because I go, that's dangerous. Like, I'm a chill dude. I go, but if I was anyone else, we'd have a problem right now. Like, I followed you very easily. And they're like, you're right. And I was like, take care. And they drove off. And then I just sat in the parking lot for a while because I was still with like the rage against them went down because of course I don't agree with them, but I put myself in their shoes. I'm like, it's like an 18-year-old who probably someone roped them into this scam. So like someone told them, oh, you can make money this way. They're doing something very wrong, but it doesn't mean they're necessarily like a terrible person. But I'm still out of $60.
Yeah, I thought that story was going to end with you getting your $60 back. Like, I think you could have taught them about the life lesson and also demanded your money back.
You can't like demand your money. Like, one, you're demanding your money back on Cash App.
Oh, are you sure that they don't have all your bank account information?
It's no. It's like you sent Cash App is like pretty secure. Once you send somebody money, I did until I looked it up. I did just like turn off my Cash App card, but like probably where I would have to go to get my money back is a place I just didn't want to go because I probably physically would have to hurt the person.
Well, I mean but what if they pulled the gun? You don't know.
That it doesn't matter. I'm here. Like we're in front of each other. Like it's if they have a gun, then I
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like
terrible life. First of all,
I've taken away so much from this conversation, and one of them is that like I've never really seen you get that angry.
Yeah.
And even with your anger, like I thought this was gonna be like you pulled up on them and like were like screaming at them, and you still were like, "Let me teach you a valuable lesson, boys." Because, but dude, I don't think that we have the same level of intelligence because you just got manipulated, and I would never fall for that.
Hey, then again, I would never fall for a guy manipulating me. So we have different. It's different. Like I say the whole point of the story is, as much as we think we can't be manipulated or scammed, the second it happens, you're like, it never happens in a way where you're like, I see it coming, because then you wouldn't be manipulated or scammed. It always happens in a way where like you get you're off guard. So most of the time I'm just on guard. Like I'm always like, oh, that's a scam. This is a scam. That's a scam. They caught me on like the perfect day. Like I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm doing something. I'm kind of distracted, and I was kind of discombobulated. If you know me, the second I'm a little bit discombobulated and overstimulated, I actually won't talk to people because I need to take a step back and like gather myself. And they caught me at like the perfect moment. And it was like, and I never advise anyone to follow anyone on the highway. It's a crazy thing because like, first of all, what if they had went? So what? Who knows how far they're gonna go? Bro?
Who knows how far you would have followed them?
And it's so funny. Like rage is such a thing that like it's a little bit. Have you ever been like enraged?
Yeah,
it's intoxicating. Like you want to give into it, but I'm still way too self-controlled to ever make a rash decision even off of that rage, because of the rash decision of what I wanted to make. The second I realized like, well, this person is like doesn't know better. I not only know better, but I have a lot to lose. So I have a whole life. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you realize that before you do anything with the rage?
I partially lean into the rage. You know what I mean? Like partially leading to the rage is like, also too, this sounds really dumb, but I kind of figured if I followed them and they went back to wherever their headquarters was, I would know where it was. And then I could like post about it. And then maybe they get shut down. Because definitely like I feel like the headquarters of a scamming place could get shut down. But one scammer scamming is just like, that's like if I sell you something on Facebook Marketplace, that's not what it seems. Facebook won't even return the money. Facebook's going to be like, bro, yeah, they'll get a bad rating.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like just one of those things. Like me realizing that, I was like, dang, bro. It's like, it's never me. And the one time it's me, yeah, I was enraged, but like, not mad enough to like, I don't know, I control my anger pretty well. It
sounds like you did,
It takes me a lot to get angry. And the only thing that probably would make me get physical is if someone gets physical. Or I feel like a threat. If there's a physical threat, it just has to be. If it's them, I always say I hate violence. But if it's them or me, it has to be me because I have too much to lose. And they, you know, so that doesn't matter. But or someone's going to hurt. If I thought someone was going to hurt my family or a friend, it just doesn't even matter. But like me just being like enraged, it's kind of like I knew I wanted to do something, but I was like, but yeah, I will say you look like in moments of where you come out of character, you learn something about yourself. And you learn a lot of times that you're not exempt from things that other people do. And I like, if you ask me in theory, would I jump on the highway and follow someone no matter what they stole or scammed? I'd be like, no, that's dumb. And then once you're actually in that car behind that wheel, switching lanes all fast. I was like, I wish like someone could have recorded like how I felt. Cause I know I don't.
Looking back, you would be so like disturbed by yourself.
It would be a pretty entertaining movie too, though. Cause I was like, bro, I'm not losing it. They switched the lane, and then I could tell after they switched another lane. I was like, oh, they're not looking in their mirror. They don't think anyone's following them. Like because it's really easy to also.
I followed somebody on the highway once.
Why?
I might have told this story on here already, but I was like, there was a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Where the entrance to get on the highway was.
Yeah.
And it was raining out, and this little old lady was trying to cross the street.
Oh, and someone almost hit her?
And the truck behind me is beeping at me to go, but I'm trying to get her to cross because it's raining out. She's like a little old lady.
You never told this story.
And so she starts crossing the road. The truck swerves around me and goes and almost hits her. So finally, they go past her. She's able to cross, and now I'm like, you almost just killed somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm catching up to them. I speed. I'm going as fast as I can to catch up to them. And I catch up to them. We're in the cars next to each other. They're not looking at me. They have no idea that even just happened. And I'm like, and you should never flip flop another car.
Yeah.
But because like if they see you and they had a weapon or something, like they could run me off the road so easily. Yeah. But I was just like, they're not even going to see this, so let me just like get my anger out real quick.
Have you ever seen that road rage movie where the lady like talks to him all crazy and then he gets road rage and like ends up like murdering a bunch of people and trying to kill her?
No.
It's a crazy movie. But we learned something about rage is like, especially I understand why people have road rage versus just getting angry. If you're just angry, you're still thinking logically about like what the consequences of what might happen if you do this. When you're enraged, it's just moment by moment. Like it's just like you're not thinking like, oh well, if I do this, then this might happen. If I do that, then this might happen. You're just like going.
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
just in the moment, and then it's like after the clarity comes, you're like, oh wow, I just did something like crazy. Like I chased someone down, like hit their car, and bang bang. Also, like what's crazy is that like $60 is not a lot of money.
Right.
Yes, it can be used for a lot of things. That's like food for some people for a week. Yes, but $60 isn't worth potentially doing something illegal.
Right.
That's just dumb. Like
right. And you can acknowledge it, and now it won't happen again.
Now, if someone scammed you out of like, now I understand if someone scammed you out of like $2,000 plus $4,000, like there's something might have, you know what I'm saying? Like, something might have to happen to them. Like,
Well, I think also the weird thing is that like if you fully can control how you react to every situation that could possibly come your way, that's really an amazing skill because I don't think many people can say that. You truly don't know how you're going to react in certain situations.
Nope. So. In theory, we'd always be like, no, I would never. And then like once you're in the situation, you're like, oh, wow. Like once you find yourself in the situation, you're like, okay, never mind. This is a lot harder than.
Yeah. Or I feel like I could be in the same situation twice and like I might react totally different each time, So it's unpredictable.
Yeah, crazy.
It depends on the moon.
It depends on the moon is crazy. I'm trying to think if there's other times I like got really, really upset and like lost my like cool. Not since I've been like in my like mid-20s. I had some anger spikes when I was like 18, 19, but that's because like you're 18 or 19, you're just like pure testosterone. Like I remember having an argument. My friend at work at Bridgeport Hospital, Hakeem, always brings up the time that me and him got into an argument when I was like 19, and I was gonna fight him. Like it was just like, and we're yelling in the hallway, and he always tells people, it makes me so mad when he tells them. He goes, "Yeah, this one time he was gonna beat me up right in the hallway," and I'm like, "Don't tell that story because it's not one of my proudest moments." But I was 19, and he talked to me a certain way, and I felt like every single time he was in. Disclaimer, he's a really funny guy, super charming, who just likes to jokingly, he'll pick with you and he likes to get you going and then like pull back and be like, whoa, I didn't even, it's his personality. I didn't know this at the time. I'm 19, I'm hot-headed. He's training a new person. I felt like every time I would walk past him, he just disrespect me. Like he'd say something like, and like I've grown and learned like it doesn't, who cares if you get disrespected. When I was like 19, your respect felt like everything to me. And like he keeps disrespecting me in front of this new guy. And finally he does it one more time and we're heading to the OR. And I'm getting in the critical elevator and he wants to get in, but I'm not letting him in. And I just blow up. And I literally am like, I'm fresh at the job. I'm taking my badge off. I'm ready. I'm literally going to fight in this hallway. And we're yelling back and forth. And people in the OR are starting to come out and look. And there's not even a thought in my mind of like the consequences. It's just like, oh, it's just a respect thing. And I hate being in that place. Because after I always think about it, and I'm like, why did I let someone get me in that place? But in the moment, I'm just going to fight him. There was no other option to me other than like, if he comes closer than there, we're banging out right here in the OR. And I'm fine. I'll literally go home after. Like, and I still remember like after that, nothing came of it. We didn't get in trouble or nothing. Like, it was so strange because nowadays I feel like that happened, we both would just get fired just to make that much of a ruckus. And I see him in the office and I'm getting ready to go and I'm getting my stuff on. And he's just quiet there and he goes, yeah, man, no matter how mad you get, gotta make sure you still say goodbye to people because something could happen to one of us. And you really should. And I remember I was like, and I just walked out. And then like, I realized now, like, yeah, he just likes to pick. And then when you get mad, it's like, oh, whoa, I didn't mean for that to happen, but that's just his joking personality.
Is that how he reacted when you started like almost fighting him?
Nope. In the moment, he also was like, what? And then like that anger, like I'm telling you, when two guys are about to get into it, that anger then makes you angry, and it was escalating. He's like, oh, shut up. And I'm like, bro. So then I'm like, yo, he ain't gonna like, and I felt like we were gonna go for it, and it's like, I think he was mad in the moment, but it was kind of like, meh. At the whole time he was just picking, kind of annoying.
And then you grew to love it. Yeah.
And it's like I grew out of that stage of feeling like being disrespected is the worst thing that can happen. It really just doesn't matter. Like, we just, that's something I feel like as you get older, as long as you're maturing. Was that in my eye the whole time? As long as you're maturing, I think you realize like, oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then I don't even think girls like have that. It's different what would trigger you to get so mad that you'd be ready to physically fight with someone.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I feel like if it comes to like my family or something like really bad, then I guess that's the only thing. But I've never been in that situation, so I don't really know.
Yeah, well, you've never been mad enough at like one of your girlfriends to like, you guys were about to fight. No. Yeah, I see some girls like they get really upset, but it's usually about like a boy.
I get upset and like I overreact, but my overreaction is always like just crying to the extreme, and that's so annoying. Yeah. So, yeah. And that's embarrassing in itself, so.
I feel that. But. Some people get so mad that they cry. So I have a topic I want to bring up.
All right.
I got sidetracked. So I was in the moment. I was in the car again. You're about to be, it's under your birthday, 22nd. Mm-hmm. Do you want to tell everyone how old you're turning or no?
Sure. I'm turning 30.
The dirty 30s. Yeah. That's a big one. Yeah. The big 3-0. Yeah. I keep seeing online, I keep coming across the videos of like, that Gen Z makes, pretty much saying that we are, as 30, people who are in our 30s, that we're in our Jurassic Park era.
What does that mean?
We're old. We're dinosaurs. We're fossils.
That's crazy because everybody in their 30s is like, 30s is your new 20s.
Pack it up. So that's what I want to talk about. There's an ageist divide between millennials who were born after 2000 And then with the people who were born anytime during, they like to joke around, call it the 1900s. Because like 19, if you're born, like you were born, what, 1990, what? Six. So they'd be like, oh, she's born in the 1900s. Just crazy work, right? That's disgusting. And then like, there'll be like an edit where they'll be asking people what year they're born. And the second someone says 19.
Oh, I've seen that.
They put like a dinosaur, like, because they're saying you're old, you're dinosaur, you're a fossil.
Yeah.
You need to stay offline, unk.
Yeah.
So how does that affect you, number one? As someone who's in your 20s right now, but you're transitioning into you're going into your 30s.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty unfazed by it. Like, I'm pretty excited. I feel like I'm excited to like spend my birthday with my friends. I feel like this is a great reason to all get together and celebrate. I think if you asked me 2 years ago how I felt about turning 30, I would probably have cried and been like, the pressure's on. I need to find a man. I need to start a family. And like, once I came to terms with the fact that like, I actually really enjoy being alone and what's meant for me will happen. And like, I can put myself out there and like explore, obviously. And like, if something happens, great, but you can't force it. So as soon as I realized that, I kind of got pretty content with everything in my life. So, I mean, between that and the antidepressants, I feel pretty good.
Stupid. So are there any like, because apparently the divide between millennials and Gen Z is causing some millennials to be like, nah, I kind of just like want to like stay off the internet and kind of like, it's your, y'all want to make fun of us. It's your thing now. It's your game now. You play it. When actually all their humor is just like,
I mean, think about it. I feel like we probably did something similar when we were younger too, like teens or something, like you see older people like probably thinking like, wow, they're way older than me. But we don't feel way older than them. Yeah. But also, I don't know. Like, I don't think I like being online. I'm at my peak right now. I feel like in life, like I'm not going to stop now. Yeah.
I don't think our generation, like millennials, had something that we so claimed as ours. That we're like, this is ours. This isn't yours. You just got here. Like, that's how I feel like sometimes a Gen Z feels about social media. Like, oh, this is ours. So like we run this kind of like, I can't think of something as millennials that we were like, oh, this is ours.
Instagram came out during our time, like when I was in high school. And I think it's just when you're young, you're like, oh, this is what I do. And then when you turn a certain age, you delete it. And like for a while, I think it was that. Like our parents weren't big on social media, But now it's kind of like we grew with it. They're going to grow with it too. They're not going to magically turn our age and be like, well, now I've outgrew it. Like
also all of our, in my opinion, it's like, I think certain social media, our parents viewed it as childish and then like jumped off it. So if we're talking like MySpace.
Right.
Like our parents wanted nothing to do with MySpace, but all of our parents jumped on Facebook right away. Right. And then almost all of our parents now, even if they were off for a little bit, are on Instagram in some capacity and are on TikTok in some capacity. Even if they don't post and they're just scrolling, it's like everybody's kind of on it. It's not just like one generation's thing.
I think you're trying to see if like, does social media correlate with your maturity? Because like, if you're so mature, are you ready to get off of social media? Yeah. Like, and sure, when you look at maybe like Snapchat and like the way you used it 10 years ago versus how you may use it now, like, it's like, to me, I like for the longest was like, oh, should I delete Snapchat? Like, this feels so like if a guy asks for my Snapchat, I'm not giving it. Like, I'm over that phase of my life type of thing. But I didn't delete it because I am in lots of groups with my friends. My mom has Snapchat and it's like, I don't have notifications. I check that when I check it, Yeah. And so I think it's just a matter of like how you're using it.
I feel like some people, like, I think when you're younger, so if you're Gen Z, you're just naturally younger. And when we were younger, you do things according to if it's popular, trendy, or if it's cool or appropriate for you to do. When you're older and, you're, especially being in your late 20s and your 30s and then like your 40s, 50s, 60s, you more so look at, does this thing bring value to me? And if it brings value to me, it's a no-brainer for me to use it. So for instance, like Snapchat brings value to you. It's a way for you to communicate with your friends and have different groups. Like it brings a value. So it doesn't matter like how the optics look of it and like how people from the outside are looking at you and perceiving you because you use it. Because like recently I learned a lot about using Discord. And like a lot of like Discord's used a lot of, mainly gamers use it. You know, because it's like, it's a way to like, so how I use it is like when I'm online gaming, I'm in a certain Discord talking to my friends who are also gaming. And so it brings value to me, so I use it. But prior to that, I think I had a mentality about it where I was like, I'm too old to use it. Why would I use it? Not realizing like it doesn't matter like age. It's more of like, does it bring value to you? So if you're using TikTok and you like scrolling because it's entertaining you more than Netflix, it brings a value to you, so you use it.
Right.
So are there any fears you have going into your 30s?
I guess my fears would be like not getting hotter as I age.
Okay.
You know, I want to just keep getting hotter.
Yeah. Say
So,
it, like
okay,
say it.
what else? Okay. My real fears are like as I get older, so does Yogi, and like that doesn't sit right with me. Cuz I'll die without him. Okay, do you want me to be serious?
Are you playing two truths and a lie? Or?
I mean, those were the two truths.
I mean, like you be as truthful and transparent as you would like to be.
Is there anything I fear? And like, I don't know. I fear that, I guess, of like growing stagnant in life. I don't think that's necessarily like 30s, but like you look at all these people that have career changes and things like that, and it's like, obviously that's all unplanned. You can't predict the future, but it's like, okay, do I want to stay with where I'm at? Am I happy where I'm at? Things like that. Like, and I think I feel like more motivated. Like I just want to keep trying with all these different things and like just be successful in myself.
Yeah. I think it gives a lot of people hope who are going into their 30s. I think a lot of people, there's a lot of fear associated with going to their 30s that like, you know, they're comparing themselves maybe with other, like me, who's someone who's like now past my mid 30s, so I'm 36, and remembering being about to go into my 30s when I was like 27, 28, and it felt like it was approaching. I felt like there was a lot of fear that I had where like comparing myself with people who are my same age, like where am I in comparison to them? How like now will people judge me more harshly because you should have certain things put together or in place by the time you're this age? It's like there's a lot of like I feel like you feel the weight of a lot of expectations. A lot of times not your own expectations. And I had to really, I agree with you. I think through those couple of years leading up to it, I grew a lot as a person and had to come to the realization that like, well, you're not living according to other people's expectations.
Also, you can't stop getting older. So
no, it's going to happen. Yeah.
Right. So like, sure, if I wanted to live my whole 29th life miserable because I'm turning 30, that's like, who is that taking away from?
Yeah.
Literally myself.
And then I think it's because I think when we were in our early 20s, we judged people who were in their 30s so harshly.
True.
But in different ways, of course, than like, you know, Gen Z may be doing it. But they did seem like fossils.
Right.
I will say, though, it's because a lot of people who are just getting older are not taking care of themselves. And I think we saw that and we thought that was the standard. It's the norm, but not the standard. So I think as I've gotten older and I see even now me being 36, when I meet so many different people who are in their 40s. I meet people who are in like 40 in their 40s and I'm like, wow, I want to be like that person now. They're still youthful, they're still working out, they have a lot going for them, they're creative, they take care of themselves, so like it reflects in like, you know, their appearance, like they are still vibrant, they're still willing to learn new things, they're still willing to do new things, and those to me show up as youth more than just somebody's age. And so I see examples where I'm like, I want to be like that person. And then I see examples where I'm like, oh my God, that person's 2 years older than me. They feel like so old. They don't want to do anything new. They're like, no, I'm too old for that. I wouldn't, it's just, you know, and they don't want to learn anything new and they don't want to experience anything new. And they just feel like, well, life is kind of over for me. I'm 38 or something like that. And, yeah, I think you can look at I can even look at my dad who's in his 60s and how he'll still learn new things and try new things and start new businesses. He's very much like a vibrant 65. My mom too. Like Their vibrancy makes me like, I can get that age. And I'll be fine.
I think the difference for women, though, is like you have a biological time clock.
Gotcha.
Of having children. So, and like you grow up expecting your whole life. You're trained from a young kid that you're going to grow up and you're going to get married and you're going to have children. So it's like that pressure and like changing that mindset in your head. And it's like, now I can think of it like, I really enjoy my life. I'm able to go on trips and do whatever I want, essentially. Yep. I don't have a child and somebody at home like that I need to be giving majority of my time to. But then also like I can appreciate that like some of my friends have that and they love that. And I love that for them and I love visiting them. But yeah, I just don't feel like I'm there yet. And I don't feel ready to be there yet. Yeah. Like I enjoy the present. I enjoy where I'm at right now. But would I like to have children? Sure.
Yeah. It sounds
Who knows?
Who knows? Adopt. No, I was kidding. Not only.
I always said that I would adopt a baby when I turned 30.
Bet. So you're going to come home from your trip in Puerto Rico just with a baby?
Probably. Yeah. I hear that's how it works.
That's how it works? You just like, oh, I'm 30, I have a baby.
No, I don't think I realized at the time that when I'm turning 30, I would still feel like I'm turning 20. You know, like, I'm still a child bride.
I'm so... The child bride, everyone. The child bride. I think a lot of people who are about to enter their 30s and in their 30s don't talk enough about how it feels. And then people who are approaching it start to dread it. Right. And they almost hit a midlife crisis, right? Like where like instead of hitting a midlife crisis when they're 40 and they're in their mid-20s and they're hitting some type of crisis because they feel like they're doomed once it hits. Like they're going to just all of a sudden be not appealing and not desired and not attractive and not, ambitious and like all these things. I mean, it's just not the case. Like, I'm not gonna lie, physically, I feel younger than I did when I was in my early 20s. Because in my early 20s, I didn't know how to take care of myself. About that. Bro, I didn't sleep. I was just like, I was a lot more stressed. And so I was always injured because I would overdo it. So I was always like, oh, a back injury. Oh, my ankle sprained. Oh, there always was something. And then you learn your body better. And it's just like, nah, man, I feel better. I think if I look at myself like pictures, I think I look better because I've learned how to like dress better, style myself better. I grow better facial hair. Like I saw there's a lot of like.
I'm always curious because like we can look back at pictures from like 15, 10, 5 years ago and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought that was like a good look for me. So I'm always like, I feel like I look my best right now, but in 5 years, am I going to be like, what the heck was that?
Possibly.
Right?
It is a crazy thing. Yeah. I think the same thing, like, am I going to be like, what was I wearing? Because anytime I look at old photos, I'd be like, why was I wearing that? Why did I cut my hair like that?
Yeah. One thing I do want to say is if you're a female and you're like in your upper 20s, I listen to Giggly Squad and they're both like young 30s. And like, I don't know, that's just, I love their perspective on life. Even Hannah's married, but Paige is dating somebody, but like, they're just not in a rush. They're just like focused on their success. And like the way they talk about it definitely has like contributed to like my better feelings about turning 30.
That's fair. Yeah. I think our parents' generation was like, we're going to die at 45. So everything was like, well, you're 18, go on, fight war for a couple of years, get home, get married, have kids. Like, and it's like, you're realizing now that like, oh man, it's just like not that old. Yeah. Like it's not that old to be.
Right. And I get like some people's parents like pressure them. They're like, oh, I'd love to have a grandchild. Like my parents don't do that. My parents are just happy if I'm happy.
Yeah. Like that must be rough to go to family functions and be like, when are you gonna find her? Yeah. One of my grandparents was still alive. Anytime I see them, they'd be like, when you gonna find a girlfriend? When you gonna find a girlfriend? You got a secret girlfriend we don't know about? No.
I wish.
Yeah. I'm like it just like puts it puts salt in the wound. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm lonely. Great. Okay, grandpa. Like.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, they'd be like, you're so handsome. I'd be like, apparently not. Like, camera's gonna pan into her face nice and like slow.
We're gonna talk about that after because
actually I do have to go after, so
okay. First of all, if you saw the clip online that's been since deleted where Aaron decided to make a clip of close up of our face, first of all, I don't let anybody get that close to me. That's intimate. That's intimate. Don't get that close to me ever again.
First of all, don't talk to the camera like that. That's crazy, bro. She said the camera.
You don't ever zoom in on my face that close again.
Yeah, I was like, dang, bro. I saw like a scar I didn't know was there. I was like, this is crazy.
Okay. Anyways, that's it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
See you in the next one.
Bye.